Welcome to the Mindset Unleashed Today podcast. My name is Tommy Gucciardo, and I'm excited to share my insights and experiences with you to help you shift your mindset and improve your life. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be exploring different areas of life, discussing how to make positive changes. Now, I'll be doing this by interviewing guests who can provide additional perspectives and their experiences. I believe that by making a mindset shift, we can all unleash our full potential and create the lives we want to live. I hope you'll join me on this journey. You know, the easiest thing for me to do is take you back to the beginning, take you back to, where I started and how I got to where I am today. And I always say this, I wish I could tell you that my story was all bad. There was a lot of great stuff in the story. I had a great family. We're a strong Italian family from Queens, father, professional, mother, teacher, retired teacher, brother's a chiropractor. And then I always say there's me, the black sheep. But I didn't become the black sheep overnight. It took some time to become the black sheep. And when I say the black sheep, I just chose different areas of life that fulfilled the needs that I was looking for. And, my parents did everything humanly possible. They coached my little league team. They were there for schooling events. They took me places, family vacations, always had clothes, always had food, always had something, right? But there was always something that I might have been missing. And something that I was always searching for. And I bring it back to as a young kid, being around, big Italian family, right? Always, big holidays, big table of people, and everybody's talking and laughing and have a good time. And I always had an uncomfortable feeling back then. I always felt like everybody was talking about me, that I wasn't good enough. And so those are the feelings my earliest feelings that I've felt, right? And I used them for a long period of time. And, and they talk about addiction, there's more than just picking up the drug. It's the feelings around that drug, right? And why we pick up the drug. So, me feeling inadequate and not feeling right, I always gravitated toward things or people that stoked my ego, right? That made me feel good about myself. Whether it, doing something wrong, right? So, if I was doing something wrong and somebody was like, oh, that's great, I'm glad you're doing that with me. Or, could you do that? Could you help me, do something, whether it beat somebody up, whether it do a crime. I did these things because I felt important, right? And it's stuff that haunted me for a long period of time, and I fit into that. And no matter how hard I tried to do things, I always went back to that kind of lifestyle. And it fed me for a very long period of time. It got me in trouble at a very young age, got, arrested at a very young age, I kind of went with that, like getting in trouble. It was okay to get in trouble. Like it was a badge of honor to get in trouble. And, I remember like when I got in trouble, and I remember when, my parents sent me down to Florida to get away from the area, get away from the neighborhood. And I hated them for that. Because I felt like people were talking about me. Why do you have to leave? Why is he going away, right? And it just sat with me, and it made me mad. It made me angry. So when I went down to Florida to be with my grandparents, I did everything humanly possible to get back to New York, to get them to hate me, to not like me, right? And these are the people that retired down to Florida and wanted their grandkids to come there. Within a couple of months, they were begging my parents to take me back, And when we cause problems and when we cause issues, we don't realize the pain that we cause other people. And I regret that, right? I sit with that right now, and I regret that today, that I wasn't good to my grandparents at that time, right? But you know what? I didn't care. I wasn't thinking. And that's what the disease does to you. That's what the disease of addiction does to you. And that's what just, when you're not thinking straight, things like that happen, right?